what are we doing here today? What are the key takeaways from this inaugural ceremony?
Well, I think, first of all, we are meeting as a team that has formed government and to familiarize ourselves, know each other, to interact with one another. We still, of course, have to do more of that, maybe a 1-2 days retreat so that we get to know each other and go through our manifesto again with the deliverables, with the timelines. Some of the people here may not have even read the manifesto when they were campaigning because they were running in various constituencies. Now it will be time to remove all that is in the manifesto and put in place program of action. But today was to know each other. Number two is for the president-elected to set the tone of what kind of government we are going to form. And you can see it's very clear from the start that we must serve every Kenyan and every part of the country equally. It's also clear from the start that public officials shall not be partisan politically, and that we will not need county national administration officers, whether it's a county commissioner, a regional commissioner, sub-county commissioners, or a DC, or the ACC, or a chief or an assistant chief. All of them will serve Kenyans equally in every part of the country, and we look forward to that type of politics. We also set the right tone that we are going to run a transparent government, and that we will not exert any form of revenge. Ours is to make sure that we work together as people of Kenya.
It's no secret that the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya have decided to reject the results, and they have said that whatever Chebukati announced, he announced alone. And they are backed by the 4 IBC commissioners who are also saying that Chebukati left them out of the presidential tallying, he left them out of the process and everything. As Kenya Kwanza, do you feel that Dr. William Ruto's victory is in jeopardy? Because there are those who argue that Chebukati is the national returning officer. He has the mandate to announce the elections. But then there are those who argue that he announced without the majority of the IBC commissioners. I mean, what do you have to say to that?
The law is very clear. There's only one returning officer in every elections. For the elections of the MCA, it is declared by the constituency returning officer. The election of the MP by constituency returning officer. The election of a governor, senator, women rep, county returning officer, and the election of the president, national returning officer, who in this case is the chairman of IBC, Mr. Wafula Chebukati. If anything goes wrong, nobody will ask the other commissioners, the 6 commissioners. There's only one returning officer. One returning officer appears before court to answer about his declaration. So the person whose responsibility was to collect and tally is Mr. Chebukati. The rest of the staff and the commissioners were assisting him. He takes the responsibility. What I would be concerned about is if the results themselves are invalid, but not whether the other commissioners agree with it or not. The point is that the returning officer is the one that declares. He's the only constitutionally and legally recognized person to declare the results. That's all, to collect and declare the results. If you have a question about the verification of the results, they were sent to a portal. Every agent was given, all agents were given in every polling station. Remember, voting ends in polling station. It doesn't end in Bomas. It is the tallying and announcement that happens in Bomas. If and when those people will go to the Supreme Court, the biggest question in the Supreme Court is whether the elections was done in a manner that is simple and verifiable. Yeah, and simple, credible, and verifiable. And I believe that was the case because all the results were in public portal, and every Kenyan had a right to be able to spend time and tally. And I hope that if that situation occurs, the Supreme Court will put together a bipartisan committee with experts. We do again retallying using the public portal and see where the results will come from. The results will be the same. Yeah. This victory is more of an inspiration to other Kenyans that you can rise from nothing to something, that you can come from bottom to up, that you can be able to dream again as a Kenyan, regardless of your tribe, gender, ethnicity. This win by William Ruto should be an inspiration for every child to freely dream that one day they can lead this country, they can be CEO of this country, or they can achieve any other dream that they have in life if they set their goals and properly and focus on them and do the right thing with proper discipline that they can be able to achieve.